With regard to xenophobia, the EFF government will have acted decisively because the attacks we have seen are not justifiable. It's an act of criminality. We must call them for what they are. It's crime. It's crime. Okay, let's say Nigerians are selling drugs. How do we solve that? We solve it by drugs, which is a crime. By selling crime, they commit crime. Do we solve it by committing crime? By murdering? By subjecting people to mob justice and kangaroo courts? You cannot replace crime with crime. You cannot replace a tendency with a tendency. It's an act of crime. One caller says Malema must come to Captain Park and see these Nigerians selling drugs openly. And my response is, it's crime. Report it. The police which are refusing to act, you must report them too. And you can even bring that to the EFF's attention, that this place they sell drugs. And we'll send SG to go and buy. Go and buy SG. Let's see. And the SG buys. And then we'll go to the police that they are selling drugs there. So many people have been coming to report this case, you have not done anything about it. It's a societal, collective responsibility, all of us, to root out crime. To sell drugs is a criminal activity which must be dealt.
Yeah, that's Julius Malema, and that's how we start the show this morning on Vanguard Live. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. My name is Victor Ogwinka, and it is today in the news. Of course, it is everywhere already that the South African President Ramaphosa has tendered his apology on behalf of South African nation following that infamous attack, over time, and especially had hit by Nigerians and the more. And of course, that is another person, a freedom fighter. You know him, Julius Malema. He also tendering his apologies and saying that it is a very, very big show of shame. Well, of course, it is what it is, but right now, we have to move on as a nation. It looks like everybody is back on the table. Remember that the South African president sent some envoy to Nigeria to meet with the president yesterday, and of course, it looks like it's ended well and it's a way forward. So we have the newspapers here with us this morning, and of course, Ramaphosa everywhere in the news, South Africa, and the apologies everywhere in the news this morning. We are going to take them. Apologies has been tendered. Is the apology accepted for Nigerians? I think one way or the other, we just have to move on as a nation. That just joined us this morning. Get all your reactions, get your comments, and let us see what you think. Is it a positive step? Is it the final end to xenophobic attack in South Africa after the president tendered out apologies? But straight up we go to the newspapers and we see what we have, starting with the Vanguard this morning. Ramaphosa apologizes. Yes, Ramaphosa apologizes, and 5 interesting writers on that one on page 5. The special envoy says more than 50 arrested over attacks. Yeah, FG urges governors to integrate returnees. Another batch of 320 arriving today. Then Obasanjo writes, Batulezi asks Nigeria others to report South Africa to African Union. The South African official accuses Nigeria of overreacting to attacks. Issue of compensation for discussion October 3rd when Buhari Ramaphosa meets. That story and all of it is on page 5 of the Vanguard. Yes, you can get all of those. South Africans saying that Nigerians overreacted, and they're still talking about compensation and all those things. Do you think it was an overreaction when lives are being lost and lives are under threat far away from home? What you should do should be the right thing. And that is all the story. I'm not going to preempt it. I think you should go get it all by yourself and then read it all on page 5 of the Vanguard. And of course, the big one yesterday evening on page 9, Well, we heard that there's a new Economic Advisory Council, Soludo, Rwanda, then Doyin Salami, make new Economic Advisory Council, all of them, big economic shots here that you would agree with me. But what happens to the one in existence? Looks like they've been dissolved, and then we have a new team of Soludo, Rwanda, Doyin Salami, make new Economic Advisory Council. Is this a step in the right direction? Is it a good one? Because these are economic experts here, and indeed, if we really have to say that expatriates are taking over something, I think this is a perfect fit. But hopefully, the delivery is just going to be as good as we expect it to be. Yes, so that's on page 9. You check it out all for yourself and get all the details of that news. And on page 19, straight away to page 19, infractions. SEC asks investors to utilize whistleblowing policy. Yeah. SEC asks investors to utilize whistleblowing policy. When last is everybody still blowing whistle anyway? It looks like that's all that cooled down. But of course, it is all for the rebate as we have it here. Okay, so on page 19 we have SEC asks investors to utilize whistleblowing policy. Okay, if they have to get anything from it. And of course, you can see the picture on the front page of the Vanguard this morning, South African envoy at Aso Rock with the president, of course, and all the big wigs there. You can see all of them right there on the front page of the Vanguard. Yes, and again, we go straight all the way to Apapa Gridlock. Sanwo-Olu reps seek approval for Badagry Lekki seaports. Yeah, interesting here, coming from the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu. If there's a seaport anywhere else again from that place, it looks like it might just be one of the lasting solutions to that place. And that story is on page 10 of the Vanguard. Apapa Gridlock, Sanwo-Olu reps seek approval for Badagry Lekki seaport. Okay, and let's see what's happening. That looks like there's some security matters on page 7 that may catch your interest there. Masari, kidnapping banditry can be cancerous. Consume Nigeria if, and then if what? That is them coming from Masari all the way from Katsina. They're saying kidnapping banditry can be cancerous. Consume Nigeria if, yes, just check it out on page 7 there and get it all up. This is still the season of tribunal and court winnings all around. First time, sometimes last week, it was the APC and President Muhammadu Buhari, but just yesterday it was PDP and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde. Tribunal upholds Makinde's election. That's on page 40. Southwest PDP tells Adelabu to accept verdicts. Yeah, Southwest PDP tells Adelabu to accept verdict here. Now tribunal upholds Makinde's election. There, it looks like a good and sweet victory for the Oyo State Governor there. Okay, and away from that to flooding. Over 100 local government areas in 33 states affected by floods. Coming from the NIHSA. Yeah, NIHSA. Over 100 LGAs in 33 states affected by flood. And it doesn't look like the last has been heard of that one. You recall that sometimes in August, there was warning all around the nation saying that it could really go very, very messy, as everybody says they should expect more flood. But right now, it looks like it is turning out, and 100 LGAs, 33 states, not a good one, I must tell you there. Okay, and still on the front page of the Vanguard, we have on page 8, FG plans 30-year economic development plan. Finance Minister saying that FG plans 30-year economic development plan. Everybody comes with each plan and agenda when they leave, but most of the time when there's a change of government, it looks like it dies with the plan. Hopefully, some of those things will be sustained. And you recall that sometimes last week the Oyo State government, or Seyi Makinde, also drew. It was over the weekend anyway. He also drew a 20-year plan, economic plan, and then you begin to ask what happens. The government, of course, is supposed to be a continuum, but then most of the time we know there's always a break somewhere along the line when there's a new one. But hopefully we can have something, a good economic structure that we can build on as a nation, so that the agenda will continue to follow regardless of who is in power, whether it is in the opposition or the ruling party. Anybody else, we just have a good plan to follow, and I think that is what Lagos State has enjoyed, over a period of time. Of course, some might want to debate that, but it is what it is. And we move away from that one on page 8 to page 9, where we have an oil story here. Oil prices looking up as Yemen threatens another attack on Saudi Arabia. And then you look at all these oil-rich nations having a serious fight with each other. How does it benefit us as a nation? What does Nigeria stand to gain from this trouble? And of course, saying oil prices looking up already, as this conflict continues. Is it a good one for Nigeria? We don't know. Just check it out on page 9 and see what you have. But interestingly, we also have columnists everywhere today. Columnists in Maki on page 17, Eric Teniola on 18, and we have Niger Delta inside to this paper. And then something on entertainment in E-Daily. I don't get enough credit for my work, coming from Adekunle Gold. Someone complaining there says he doesn't get enough credit for his work. Okay, if you're just joining us, it is today in the news on Vanguard Live. My name is Victor Ogwinka with all the headlines from major newspapers across Nigeria. And on the back page of the Vanguard today, we have some interesting sport news here. The sport minister there that waits into Falcons coach resignation. Like looks like someone is doing something already. Dire waits into Falcons coach resignation, and of course, Champions League is back tonight. All the exciting fixtures there, you can see it all out there. For your pleasure, you get it there on the back page and all the fixtures there. Then Reuters and Yemen, no vacancy in Eagles. Really bad for the Super Eagles. Former goalkeeper there. It looks like that's the last of it. And of course, Real Madrid, Barcelona wants Virgil van Dijk. Why not? Everybody wants the best defender in the world right now. Talking about the Netherlands, Liverpool, defender. Yeah, okay, he's back. Messi fit to face Borussia Dortmund in Champions League clash. That's good news for Barcelona, not so good for Borussia Dortmund, I must say. Okay, and that is how we have it here on the Vanguard this morning. Okay, we have some comments. Let's see if we can just rush through a couple before we go on ahead. Then Golden Beatrice saying good morning, may God help our government. Yes, amen to that. Edache Gideon Simmons saying may you live long, Malema. And then God's Power Aliku is asking, will his apologies bring back those that are dead? Big poser on that one. Then Conqueror DYB Conqueror saying his apologies not accepted. Let them go and bring back our brothers and sisters they killed like a common animal. Nigerians reacting to that video and the apologies from South African president and of course freedom fighter Julius Malema on that one. But away from South Africa for once and go to the Punch this morning where we have doctors exodus now more alarming, says NMA. Doctors exodus now more alarming, says NMA. 60 doctors dump Lagos hospital every 6 months. And 700 doctors leave Nigeria annually, says first vice president. All my mates have left Nigeria, United States based doctor. Very sad one there. It looks like everybody seems to be leaving Nigeria, and another one there, Chad, Niger X-Men to benefit from federal government's livestock scheme. Interesting one there on that front page. Okay, and we move away from that to the Nation, where we have RMAFC as governors for new revenue sharing plan. And states insist on 40% agency to expand source of income. Then from Bill Gates, My Wish for Nigeria by Bill Gates. That's SDG's report inside that one there. Yeah, you get it. Wadume military, police tango over trial. Okay, all of that on the front page of the Nation this morning. And then we move away and check out what the Guardian is saying. South Africa begs as exit of Nigerians hurts economy already. It looks like that movement is taking its toll already. South African begs as exit of Nigerians or economy. Then another one there on that place, you have EU moves to give goods from Nigeria others visibility. Good one for Nigeria. So it is time we move on and become a more exporting nation as EU moves to give goods from Nigeria others visibility. And finally this morning is Daily Trust, and it says Buhari replaces Oshibajo-led economic management team. So Salami Soludo Ojo Segagi in new council. And another one there, I pay $15,000 to secure my daughter's release. Ado, very bad one. And that wraps it this morning on the front pages of newspaper. As we see, let's go to the comment section and go straight to the social media and see what people are basically talking about this morning. And of course, we have the top fan Abednego saying apology is not enough. There must be compensation from South African government, saying apologies is not enough. Okay, everybody's talking about compensation. But yeah, we'll see. Let's see what it's on the social media this morning, and then take all of the talking points. Yes, we have Tuesday thoughts, Tuesday motivation, Champions League Tuesday morning. Yeah, all and all we have here this morning. Okay, Tuesday thoughts first up on the list. Let's see what the people are saying. If you just got posted, that's just one. And then Chide Sally said, what I am conscious of will manifest. Interesting. What I'm conscious of will manifest. Okay, then Demo is saying, never forget that you don't need someone who doesn't need you. Is that true? I don't know. You don't need someone who doesn't need you, coming from Demo on that one. Then Don Longevity saying, change does not necessarily assure progress, but progress implacably requires change. Interesting. Progress requires change. Change does not necessarily mean progress. Two-way streets. Very, very spot on there. Champions League. People are talking about the Champions League this morning, and of course, why not? Okay, you can see the fixtures of the Champions League there. Then Spiritus Mundi throwing a very big banter at Manchester United, saying this is how Manchester United fans will be watching the matches today and tomorrow while waiting for Astana on Thursday. Okay, and then good morning, the Champions League is back. Let's get this started with already. Okay, you can see that dance there from Paul Pogba and his family, all there. And then one final one. The Champions League is back. It's only right that we bring back that's interesting sound from there. Let's just leave it all that. Okay, and I think that's all there is this morning on Today in the News. Of course, we have been looking at major headlines across Nigeria this morning, talking about the South African apologies and to the new Economic Council set up by President Muhammadu Buhari and everything around it. So if you're missing anything, just log on to our website, www.vanguardngr.com, for all the latest news. And then we enjoy having your feedback now and then. Till we come your way again, my name is Victor Ogwinka. I've been working with my director, Dozie Wogul, on this one. Bye-bye now.
With regard to xenophobia, the EFF government will have acted decisively, because the attacks we've seen are not justifiable. It's an act of criminality. We must call them for what they are. It's crime. It's crime. Okay, let's say Nigerians are selling drugs. How do we solve that? We solve it by drugs, which is a crime. By selling crime, they commit crime. Do we solve it by committing crime? By murdering? By subjecting people to mob justice and kangaroo courts? You cannot replace crime with crime. You cannot replace a tendency with a tendency. It's an act of crime. One caller says Malema must come to Captain Park and see these Nigerians selling drugs openly. And my response is, it's crime. Report it. The police which are refusing to act, you must report them too. And you can even bring that to the EFF's attention, that this place they sell drugs, and we'll send SG to go and buy. Go and buy SG. Let's see. And the SG buys. And then we go to the police that they are selling drugs there. So many people have been coming to report this case. You have not done anything about it. It's a societal, collective responsibility, all of us, to root out crime. To sell drugs is a criminal activity which must be dealt with.